Iman Gadzhi is taking the internet by storm, and I think it's important when someone as influential as he is to really take a step back and really view him from a more macro perspective rather than consuming his content at a micro perspective where it's just the latest post. And because I truly believe that to understand a figure in the online space, you need to view their full sort of catalog of videos and view their portfolio in a sense. What I mean by that is Iman is a well-rounded man. I've been watching him extremely closely for the past 3 to 4 months, and to be honest, he's changed my life. And I will not put him on a pedestal or worship him in any sense, but I'm grateful for the principles, knowledge, and truths he has shown to me, because they have truly changed me for the better. And I think what this all means is that these figures who have such a powerful influence, enough to change a single person's life, my own personally, but to change millions. And so with that great power comes great responsibility. And I think it's apparent in the news today, in the media today, online. Figures such as, everyone knows, I don't even have to explain this to you, but Andrew Tate, how his message has been misconstrued and misunderstood because of the lack of scope and the lack of knowledge. So I just want to help explain to you Iman's story a little bit more and explain why it matters and who he is as a person. So it's important to go back to the beginning. Iman comes from a very harsh childhood, from what I can tell, and growing up in that sort of experience without a father, poor, abused, it really just affects you in ways that you cannot go on without realizing. It's something where you have to internalize it and you have to come to terms with it, which I feel that he has started, and he will continue to do that. I don't think it's something that will ever be finished, to be honest with you, from my personal experience. So, he came from a harsh childhood. That's the truth. He grew up in London, and he got started at a very early age with reading and chess and the sort of hardworking mindset that he got from his stepfather, I am believing. And I think that is something that people don't actually understand, is that Iman truly is coming, and he's coming from years and years of experience, but also his roots, he's grounded in years of reading a book every week, playing I don't know how many games of chess, doing and researching things online for countless hours, all the possibilities. And what this means is that all of this, not to say he hasn't filmed all of it. He's filmed quite an extensive amount of it, but I think we have to realize that, because it's not all surface. It's much deeper than that, and you have to understand that struggle, because he truly came from the depths. And as much as it's easy to take the glossy surface and take that, oh, I'm gonna make this amount of money, and like, oh, the watches and the cars, at the end of the day, he is successful not because he has money, but because he has achieved what he has wanted. And it's not enough. It's not enough to take it at a surface level. It's not. We need, if we're going to listen to people who are influential online, we need to dig deeper. And that is the truth. Because the truth is deep. It's always deep. It's deep, but it's simple. So it takes time to get there, right? It takes time. It's going to take hard work, but it is simple. And this is a very good lesson. If you want to be somewhere, follow the person who is there. It's common sense, and yet people are following those figures for the wrong reasons, and I don't want that to be what stops you from achieving whatever you want, you know? So, not to go off on a tangent, but Iman really doesn't talk much about his initial sort of launch into, how do we explain it? I don't know, business, entrepreneurship, success. He doesn't talk much about that. And to me, that's the most important part, is literally the first step. So, from what I can tell, he got into this fitness and YouTube journey very early. And that was actually that's before all the agency stuff. And that is what blew my mind away. He started with the Instagram accounts. He talks about it a lot. He doesn't really talk about his fitness and the brand sponsorships he got, and the YouTube personal brand building that was his initial business. So don't take things at surface value. And from what I can tell, yes, he's trying to sell his e-learning course and things like that. And so he has to push, start an agency. That doesn't have to be your first step. Your first step depends on your advantages, okay? You need to look at yourself. What can I bring to the table? And roll with it. Maybe it is an agency. Maybe it's not. But that is something you have to come to terms with and realize and solve yourself. So, I admire Iman for what he's accomplished. I admire him for his work ethic, his classiness, which is an interesting word because I don't give it to many people, but he truly deserves that. He is calm, humble, and ultimately classy. So, if there's anyone to follow, it's him. And to follow him in a correct and productive way, we need to start studying him and all of the things behind him. Not in a weird way, not in a way where we're spying on him, but in a way that is more objective, in a way that is towards the truth, which is what we all want at the end of the day, isn't it? So, I hope you all have a wonderful day and night and live long, prosperous lives with lots of love, happiness, and joy. Without further ado, goodbye.